Welcome in, everybody. I think everybody wondered if we were going to be live tonight. We stopped doing the pre-stream, the 2-minute pre-stream for you guys, and just go right into our intro, which is still a minute long. But anyway, welcome into episode 223 today, and we're just running just a little late here, and but we'll get into all the goodness and have some fun here. We don't have Ridgeview on with us tonight, I don't think. He said depends on. He is traveling from here. He was at the dealership yesterday. Picked up his son Josh's Mach E, and they're headed to Florida. So they're on their way there, and I think tonight they're staying in Tennessee, somewhere in Tennessee, and they said depending on when they got there.
Yeah.
But they are an hour ahead of us, so it's like 8 there. So he might join us later. Anyway, so you guys got to be good tonight. Anyway, so you're gonna have to put people in timeout if we have any too rowdy people, as Niles would say. Let's get rowdy, but not too rowdy.
I haven't had bots in a long time.
Yeah. All righty. So anyway, but yeah, thanks for everybody for joining us, and we are recording this as a podcast, so you can find it on search for Ford Video Guide Podcast on any of your streaming platforms, and you'll find us. 223 episodes now, so it's crazy. But anyway, so you can join us there. Of course, we are on YouTube. We're recording this on YouTube live, so you can join us there. Of course, if you are over and watching us on YouTube over there, don't forget to do all the good fun stuff. Let me click that up there. So don't forget to hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified of all of our videos. A lot of fun videos throughout the week. Also, we do have membership available on our YouTube channel. I do recommend, we do have probably these, there are 3 tiers on there right now because we still have one Coffee Time member that needs to downgrade, but I recommend going with that bottom tier, which is only $1.99. Unless you'd like to support us on YouTube and not over on Patreon, then you can go ahead and do the Law McArthur crew there. But you can click there, and you can also change your level too. If you're on one, you want to downgrade, you can there. Content on both of those will be the same on YouTube, but we do have a Patreon account. So go over to Patreon, and over there, we do have some other fun stuff we're doing on Patreon. So we do a lot walk for people that we have 2 different tiers on Patreon as well. A Coffee Time tier that gets a video from me about every day, every morning. Just on my drive in, actually. But don't need to worry for those of you that are watching that while I'm driving and videotaping that. I'm still watching the road. That camera is like right in front of my view. So I'm watching the road, not watching the camera. So, but we do that. That's fun. And then if you want to be the other, I think $3 tier, get you the lot walk that we do and any of the recorded live streams that we do. We do a member live stream. As long as you're a YouTube member, you'll be able to see that one as well on Fridays. So a lot of fun stuff for people that want to support us. We do appreciate that. Appreciate those that do go out there and support us for that reason. So thank you very much for that. Now, also, don't forget for this month as well as next month, we are sponsored by 3W. So 3W has some pretty cool liners. And do I have that? Oh, I don't have that up here. Hold on a second. I wasn't prepared for that. Where is my... Is this the new QR code?
Douglas, not everyone is green.
Anyway,
they just waited for it to start before they started chatting.
Let me pull that up. I think Jeff got me the new QR code because it did change. There it is right here. It's called New 3W QR code. Somebody show this up here because anybody that's watching tonight, I do have it in there. They get a special discount if they want in any floor liners through there. And yeah, here we go. There we go. Oh, actually, I gotta do it this way. There you go. You get extra discount if you get the floor liners here, and I think we have that. I had a special one. Anyway, there you go. So those floor liners right there are you can get those, and there's a QR code. So scan that, and you get a special deal here. Make it a little bit bigger for you. 35% off for those that are watching our live stream because they watch it, they notice what we've done, and they do like our content, so they wanted to help any of our viewers by getting them 35% off by scanning that QR code. The link is also in the description. You get that same discount as well, and some nice floor liners. Still loving mine. So also kind of go along with that. is we do have a new product that I installed recently last Saturday, and we will be doing a video on it. It'll be coming out probably Thursday. We'll do a review on it, and as well as on the personal channel on my Ford Vita Guide channel, we also will have an install video of the new Wolfbox. So you can check that one out as well. And let me pull that up here and show you that. We had that installed up here too. I got to remove this and add it again. There we go. But we added the Wolfbox. Any of you been looking, into the Wolfbox? They are, I think it's this one here. Yes, there we go. There we go. So this Wolfbox here is the mirror. So you do get, we did install the Tri-Pro version of the G900, and the Tri-Pro version does get you 3 cameras. We do have it's a dash cam that goes on your rear view mirror, and they're really nice. And you get a special actually right now, starting now, you can get a discount on that as well. If you check out the code in the description of this video, and you get this on sale as well, discounted using those codes. So you get a front camera, a dash camera that's behind this mirror. Also, there is one on I have one to go for the back, and mine is mounted on top of my third brake light, as well as the third one is a bumper camera. So you can put it on your bumper if you'd like. I have a winch, so I actually mounted mine onto the winch. On part of the top part of the winch. So pretty cool. And I'm excited to share that video with you guys on Thursday. So be looking for that video coming up. But if you want to get that, discount is down below. You can get that discount. So pretty cool. So pretty fun. If you're a Coffee Time member, you've actually seen it because I talked to him about it yesterday. So,
right.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So nice, crisp, clear, 4K quality dash cam, 2.5K in the back. And it has that Starvis system. So yeah, Starvis 2, I think is what it is. But
okay.
Pretty nice. Anyway, which is what all the good ones are using right now. So that's like Sony quality or something. So, all right. Anyway, so there you go. Check that out. So that's all that good stuff. Share that out to everybody. What else we got going on? Oh, we have merch. Our merch sites have a deal going on through today. 25% off everything. Over $50 orders.
Oh, okay.
25% off if you order $50 or more. It goes through tonight. So, and then the next deal doesn't start for another week. We'll talk about that next week. But anyway, there you go. So on both yours as well as mine, and those are all down listed in the description of this video as well. So, or live or podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, you can check that out there. Other than that, yeah, we had a video yesterday, went live. Maverick Monday video talked about the exit warning that is showed up on the order guide. That is a new feature as long as you order the Copilot 360 package for the Ford Maverick. So that exit warning allows you, like, if you're going to get out of the vehicle, if a bicycle's coming by or something on a busy street that you parked on the side, it's going to alert you and let you know. It's going to light up in the bliss over there. And then also it's going to warn you tones up to 3 minutes after you shut the vehicle off. So we couldn't get it to do it for us. But the order guide says it's on there. So, but we probably just weren't in the right situation to do that. But there's another feature that the Maverick has that's new for this year as well that we're going to highlight next week. So you want to make sure you watch that for that video. So, and then Wolfbox video on Thursday coming up, and then Built Wild Wednesday tomorrow. We'll do video on something Bronco related. So we'll have some fun with that. So anyway.
Yeah.
Anything else going on? I think that about covers it.
Yeah.
For that kind of stuff. Shout out to members. Of course, if you're a member, we do shout outs in here. And so we can do that.
Yeah. I got them starred. We have Mabsim. Happy New Year, everyone. Congrats on being number 1.
Yep.
We have Ford Enthusiast. Happy New Year. Bronco Rob. Howdy and Happy New Year. Douglas Blair has taken on a little bit of Ridgeviews, welcoming everyone in for us. We have Blue Feather hello and Happy New Year. Congratulations, Lon McArthur, on your 75th anniversary. And then Mike52G says, all I can say is, and then it's happy birthday or happy anniversary to the tune of happy anniversary. And hello from Northeast Pennsylvania. We have Alan, evening everyone, Mid Coast Maine. We have Joanne. And then he logged in on the correct user. Said, howdy folks. So we have our Quibido in here.
All right. Well, welcome everybody in, and hope you guys enjoy this. And we're going to talk about, we're going to start having some guests on our live stream. We will not be doing a live stream next week because we will be in Detroit at an event that night next week. So we will not have a live stream next week. But starting the week after that, we will start having some guests then. And a lot of people that I've met over the years that we're going to hopefully bring in and talk about some things. And probably in 2 weeks, we'll be talking about Ford racing. So who knows who we're going to meet at the event, the Ford racing event, and we can pull in for the week for that week. So that'll be the 20th. So we'll be So that'll be fun. So we'll start pulling in guests and having some fun with that. But for tonight, we're going to talk about how the year ended for us as a dealership, where we ranked everything, and what we have planned for this year coming up, and our 75th anniversary. And yeah, it'll be fun. We have some things planned for this year, and so it'll be a big year, and enjoy it. So 25 years for me coming up and around May 1st. So that'll be cool.
I think it's 8 years for me. Full time. I've been here since 16 off and on.
25 years. Been working here. Almost 25 years. That's pretty cool. So anyway. All right. So we'll get into that in just a little bit. But first, of course, if you did, a scheduling video went live earlier tonight. We won't talk about scheduling. If you have any questions about it, I'll answer those tonight. But I won't do any review of the scheduling information. You can find that video. Just went live right before this, I believe. Or wait, actually, it'll go live right after this because I don't think I finished it out.
So you started here when Jeff was 1, right?
Something like that.
Because we moved into our new house shortly after you started here, right?
Yeah.
And he was 1 when we moved in. So he was around 1.
Yeah.
He turns.
Yep,
what?
There's a scheduling video.
24?
Huh. Crazy. Yep, the scheduling video is actually ready to go. It's 10 minutes long. We'll have to have that go live right after the live stream here. Forgot to have that go live. I was getting my numbers ready for tonight. Talk about our ranking and everything. So forgot to have that video go live. So anyway. But yeah, we'll get that going live for everybody that wants to know about that. For the most part, there's only 2 plants that are actually scheduled this week. So there's still another week. So anyway. So
now I know how to track that. How many years you've been working here? I just take his age, add 1. That's how I get your wedding anniversary. Take how old I am and add 1.
He was born in what? 01, right?
Yeah.
02. So yeah, I started in May, right around May 1st, in 01.
Yeah.
So been before he was. So he wasn't even. Wasn't alive yet. It's crazy.
So take how old he is and add a year.
Yeah.
Just like I do with your wedding anniversary. Take how old I am, add a year. That's what year you're celebrating.
Yep.
Or
last year was 30.
You tell me how many years you've been celebrating your anniversary. I subtract 1 and I figure out my age. If I ever forget it.
You struggle with that? All right. Okay, we don't have a lot of Ford news updates here, but we just do have one. So most everybody at the Ford headquarters didn't get back to work until yesterday. So there were no recalls at all in the last week. So yeah, no recalls to go over because they weren't working. So
I don't want to work there.
They don't need to do that. But let's talk about some dealer news. All right, so they've been running this Ford Power Promise complimentary home charger and installation, and so this they always have that run along with a lot of the other offers. They run quarterly, just in case if they something they want to expire, they can do that. So they're given an expiration date, so people can't catch them legally, right? Anyway, so this is going to run January 6th through March 31st, 2026, and so let's see if there's any changes to this. They always update usually the dates, but sometimes they sneak in something else there as well. Customers who purchase or lease a new 2025 F-150 Lightning or 2025 or 26 Mustang Mach-E from a participating Ford dealer between January 6, 2026 and March 31st, 2026 are eligible to receive one complimentary home charge station. Model may vary based on availability, with complimentary standard home installation. Standard installation excludes permitting costs and fees if applicable, or a $2,000 bonus cash. So you can take the cash instead if you'd like, instead of the home charger. I can tell you the chargers do not cost $2,000, a lot of them. So you're almost better off taking the $2,000. So anyway, there you go. Yeah, so that's the basic gist of all that. So it does say in here the customer reserves the right to modify, change, or amend the Ford Power Promise campaign. The company may also continue to pilot initiatives and evolve the campaign to advance the customer experience and support its overall success. In addition, advances in technology, charging, sales, and service volumes, customer expectations, and changes in the competitive electric vehicle marketplace may require additional campaign updates. So, but there you go. There's that. That's the only one I have. There's that.
All right.
All right. So we can move on. Keep moving on. Order guide updates. There was some order guide updates that were done on the Bronco for 25 and 26 model year. It's a big stack over there. I need to start doing that Monday nights because I thought I could do it before the call, but the stack is really big. They made some changes to the F-150 Lightning, which I thought were unusual since you can't order a 26 F-150 Lightning. So I don't know if they are still allowing that. Maybe they made a few. Probably the reason they still have it in there is even if they make one, they have to have the order guide in there. So I think they probably made a few for testing purposes. Oh, yeah. And so because of that, they have to have that order guide in there legally. Yeah, so anyway, they made some changes to that. And then Explorer Expedition had some updates. So we'll go through those and try to update you on those the next time we have a live stream and try to get that for you guys. So, all right. What else we got? Anything? Mm-mm. All right. Let's talk a little bit about some Ford. Part of Ford news that I like to cover is anything that's in the fromtheroad.ford.com. And they did release their information on how their sales volume was for December as well as the year, and some pretty good numbers for Ford. They're the number one truck. F-Series secured its 49th consecutive year as America's best-selling truck and 44 years as America's best-selling vehicle, with a total sales of 828,832 trucks in 2025, which is an increase of 8.3%. So people thinking sales are down? No, they're not. Also, the number one hybrid truck. Ford total hybrid sales achieved record fourth quarter results and for the year with 228,072 vehicles sold. That would include both Maverick and the F-150 in that number. Also, number one three-row SUV. The Explorer remained America's top-selling third-row SUV with Bronco, while Bronco posted a new annual sales record. The number one van, the Ford Pro Transit van, America's best-selling van, set a new annual sales record with 161,797 vans sold for the year. So that's pretty cool there. So the Ford Maverick, America's most affordable pickup, achieved record sales a year with 155,051 pickups sold. So, And what's really cool about that is we're the they were number 18 nationally in Maverick sales. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Ford also maintained its position as America's #1 commercial vehicle seller, with Ford commercial vans topping sales for the 47th consecutive year. Super Duty had its best sales year since 2004. That's a long time. And then Ford Pro Intelligence paid software subscriptions grew by approximately 30% year over year in fourth quarter, with a total of 840,000 active subscriptions today. The only problem I have with this is that means you're making us subscribe to something. You're charging us to use something. that's the way I read it. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. A lot of people subscribe to your services. You shouldn't have to subscribe. They should just come with your vehicle, in my opinion. But that's just right. Anyway, Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving surpassed 8.5 million cumulative hours, because a lot of vehicles come with a 90-day trial. So for that reason, they are using it, trying it out, right? So let's see. They do have a breakdown by numbers here. It does say in here, total sales is 2.2 million vehicles sold. It does say in here, total pickups and vans is 1.2 million. We were talking about F-Series, Maverick 155, hybrid vehicles record year of 228,000. We talked about that. Explorer sold 222,000 SUVs. Bronco, 146,000 Broncos were sold. So that's up. It says 33%. See, Ford, the Transit hits new record, 161,000. That's up almost 6%. Ford, we talked about that, and the hands-free driving and all that. So there you go. So that's kind of some of the highlights for Ford and their domination. And so that's pretty cool to see. Electric vehicle sales. So it says in here that Ford sold 84,100 electric vehicles, and I'm talking about true EV, not hybrid. And so have three models: the Mach-E, the F-150 Lightning, and your E-Transit. Mach-E came in at 51,600. So of the 84,000, 51,600 were Mach-E. So that's 5/8 or so. Yeah. Right. More than half. So that's pretty cool. And it also mentioned in here that Ford's next all new EV from the Universal EV platform will be fully connected midsize pickup truck assembled in Louisville assembly plant starting in 2027 calendar year, sounds like. So that will not be up and running this year. There you go. So, all right. That's that. There's more to this. Lincoln, but we're not a Lincoln dealer, so I won't go over all that. But the Lincoln Navigator did have its best sales year since 2007. That's cool. We don't sell them, but it's still kind of cool. All right. So that's that. So pretty cool. Pretty good year for Ford in general, and pretty good year for us. So as well. So we'll get into how we did this year and kind of go through that. So we sold 1,552 vehicles this year. So wow. 1,500 vehicles. So that's a pretty good number. That got us #1 in state of Kansas. So that is 3 years in a row now that we've been the #1 selling dealer in the state. But also in the KC region. KC region is Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, and a couple of dealers in Illinois, some smaller dealers in Illinois. So that's the KC region. So those states, so Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, and we were #4 in the KC region in sales this year. So that's a pretty good number there. And in the nation, 172. Our goal was top 100 dealer, but we ended up coming in at 172, which is pretty good. I think there's like about 3,000 Ford dealers, and we were number 172 overall, which is pretty cool. So breakdown of the models. So I did a breakdown of the different models. So Bronco sales, we sold 100 Broncos. We're not a huge Bronco dealer, so we sold 100. That put us #4 in the state of Kansas, number 14 in the region. Didn't rank nationally, of course. Okay. But Bronco two-door, we sold 15. Not a lot, right? But we know that's Bronco two-door accounts for less than 1% of the sales. So with 15 Bronco two-door sales, that put us number 1 in Kansas, number 2 in the region, and a top 100 dealer in the nation. 96 in the nation in Bronco two-door sales with only 15 sales. So anyway, putting that out there. Bronco four-door, we sold 85 then. If you do the addition there, that put us number 4 in Kansas, number 15 in the region, not ranked nationally, of course. Bronco Sport, we sold 77 Bronco Sports. Which is really weird because normally we sell more Bronco Sports than Broncos every month, but
yeah,
we ended up 77 on Bronco Sport. That puts us number 4 in the state and number 20 in the region. Not a huge deal here, but now we're going to get into the trucks. This is where we dominate. So F-150, 496 F-150 sold this year. That put us number 2 in Kansas, number 3 in the KC region, and nationally puts us on 114. Pretty high. I mean, we know that the biggest thing for Ford is the F series. It's the Ford trucks, and to be in almost the top 100 in the F-150 sales, that's pretty cool. F-150 Raptor, we sold 34 of those, and we're number 1 in Kansas, number 3 in the region, and 133 nationally in F-150 Raptor sales. Super Duty. 341 Super Duties put us number 1 in Kansas, number 2 in the region, and number 74 nationally in Super Duty sales. I think that's at least the last couple of years that we've been a number 1 Super Duty dealer in Kansas, but also top 100 in the country. Yeah. We've done that several years now. Maverick sales, 266 Mavericks. Maverick accounted for is our third. So we sell F-150 was our number 1 selling vehicle, and then Super Duty, and then Maverick was number 3. We're number 1 in the state in Maverick sales, number 2 in the region, and number 18 nationally.
Okay.
But if you look at, they do actually break down gas and hybrid. Maverick gas, we sold 67, which put us number 1 in the state and number 1 in the region and number 2 nationally. So we sell almost more Maverick EcoBoost than anybody else in the country except for one dealer out there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
At 67, by the way.
Yeah, which isn't a lot, which tells you, and when you look at it, 84% of the Mavericks sold last year were hybrids. 84% were hybrids. So production of Maverick hybrid, you know what the production rate is? It's like 50%. Yeah. Ford, you need to take that up to like 80 because 80% of is what people are actually buying, which kind of goes to show you there. Ranger sales, we sold 63 Rangers, which we're not a huge Ranger dealer.
No.
That put us number 1 in Kansas, though. It put us number 2 in the region and 151 nationally, though. But do you know we actually never used to sell that many Rangers?
Right.
I didn't actually break it out, but half of those Ranger sales are Ranger Raptors.
That's right.
And they don't actually rank out Ranger Raptor, but I'd love to know what that number is because I think it'd put us really high in the nation. Most of our Ranger
because they break it out for other rankings, right?
Yeah, they don't on that one.
That's so weird.
So yeah, so most of our Ranger, or at least half of our Rangers are Raptors.
Although no one really knowing how many Rangers we get quite a few of those allocations.
So we think we're going to get more allocations. So, I had mentioned when we did the 26 model year that we weren't going to be at invoice pricing because we didn't know what the next, they do 2 runs of that. In the first run, weren't going to get very many, but when they come around to the second run, we'll probably get as many as we want. So as soon as that opens up, we'll let you guys know if anybody wants an invoice on a Ranger Raptor. We're going to be doing that deal again this year. So anyway, all right. Talk about Roush. I got my Roush vest on here. Roush sales, and this is official from Roush. I know there's a dealer out there that said that they had a certain ranking. I won't tell you who they are, but they're not right. But in Roush sales for the retail sales, that means the Roush vehicles that they build at the plant and ship to you and you sell, the RT6s, the Nightmares, and all those, number 2 in the nation next to Galpin Ford. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's a nice ranking. But in part sales, so that would be superchargers, cold air intakes, any other Roush
Any of the
parts.
Roush kits that we order to the dealership and install, right?
Well, we can't do all the Roush kits anymore. They do
right.
the Roush packages there. But anyway, in part sales for Roush, #1 in the country. So we basically purchase more parts from Roush than any other dealer in the country. Including superchargers. So they actually don't break out superchargers, but they actually looked it up for us and found out we actually purchased 101 superchargers from last year, which was more than any other dealer.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. And from what I understand from my Ford Performance or McArthur Performance rep, is that we actually also purchased more Whipple Ford Performance superchargers from Ford Performance than anybody else.
So based off those numbers, you could say that we are the #1 supercharged dealer.
Yeah, probably. And we're going to have some fun this year because we're going to have a very special edition supercharger from Roush this year in a couple of our vehicles. So that kind of brings me to what are we going to do for this year being our 75th anniversary. I kind of have a little bit of a hint there on tonight. Because we're going to do a special run. If you guys know anything about us, we have a performance department that is just likes to do some cool stuff. In fact, we have like some new custom builds that we've never done before this last year. We have a Woodsman edition that's out on a regular cab F-150 that we leveled, that's out there. And that's getting a lot of recognition out there. A lot of people are liking the look of that. We also added some new Alpha editions to our Raptor lineup.
I like those.
And the Ranger one is done. We're supposed to get that for pictures possibly tomorrow. I think your husband has it right now. So as soon as he gets done with what he needs to do on it, then I think we'll be picturing it up. So that Ranger Raptor Alpha 500 that we'll be doing. But anyway, so we got some pretty cool builds in there for this year. And that our performance department, we have a lot of fun with that. A lot of custom builds you can't get anywhere else. Nobody else is doing some of these builds. We're going to do something special, being 75 years with Ford. We're going to do 75 custom special editions in the different custom packages that we do. And I got the breakdown here. So we're going to do a run of 75 that will be black exterior paint color with gold accents.
Yes.
Got my gold hat on here. Gold accents, including some of these vehicles. Well, let's break down and we'll talk about it here. So first of all, on the 75, 45 of the 75 will be F-150 custom builds. Here's a breakdown. 25 of those 45 will be Lightning bolts. We're going to do 10 regular cab two-wheel drive Lightning bolts and 10 regular cab 4x4 Lightning bolts and 5 Super Crew 4x4 Lightning bolts. So that'll be a breakdown of those. So these again will be black with gold accents, including something gold accented underneath the hood from Roush. Nobody
else know our Lightning bolts.
Yeah.
You know what we put underneath the hood.
So yes, they're supercharged, right? I'll just say it, put it out there. Roush is doing something special for us for our 75th anniversary. And 10 years working with them and being one of the top supercharger dealers for them. They're going to make a custom supercharger for us. Performance-wise, it's going to be the same as any of the other superchargers. But in looks, you won't be able to get this one from anybody else but from us, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I can already see this. I'm going to put the video out there. And people are like, where can I get that one? You can't. And there's only going to be this many. Trimmer R, we're going to do 10 Trimmer Rs, and those are supercharged too. So they will get that special custom supercharger on them as well. So that means that's 10, 20, 35 specially built superchargers for those vehicles, which is pretty cool. So, and then custom classic, we're going to do 5 custom classics that are going to be black with a gold stripe on the side. So that'll be cool. We're also going to do 5 of the Raptor Alpha editions that will be black with probably gold wheels or something. And those will have the Whipple upgrade on those because those are based off the EcoBoost engine. And then Super Duty, we're going to do 15 75th anniversary Super Duties. 10 of those will be high boys, 5 regular cab, 5 crew cabs. High boys, and we might supercharge those, but they won't have the special. I don't know how special those would be. And then we're going to do 5 Trimmer Rs as well. on the Super Duty lineup. So those are the Whipple supercharger you get on the 7.3 liter engine. So
right.
Bronco, we're going to do 10 of these editions on the Bronco. We'll do 5 of the vintage 2-doors and 5 vintage 4-doors. Again, black, gold accents, right? And I think Method has some gold wheels that we might be using. Now, Mustang, this is going to be cool. Well, 5 Mustang custom builds. 3 of those will be LMP 810s with those, again, gold-plated superchargers, and 2 Eleanors as well, which normally we do those on gray. So it'll be kind of cool to see what those are going to look like this year. And those will have superchargers. So 5 with those superchargers. So now that's 10, 20, 30, 40, right? 40 custom superchargers from Roush that you can only get from us as part of these custom builds. We will not be able to get it separately. It'll be only this run for these. And but throughout the year, every one of our custom builds will have the 75th anniversary kind of logo. You did see it in the thumbnail as just a kind of a note to all the 26 model year builds. Once we flip over to 27, they won't be, but there you go. So pretty cool. Looking forward to that. So
we already have some 26 builds, don't we?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Because I thought we had some Super Duties done.
No, those are 25s.
Okay.
So, and so, yeah. So, and the Lobos that just came out, those are 25 model year because we finally got those. Ford finally released them. But we do have some, that's something else cool that we're doing. And those are actually Whipple superchargers that are on those. So we took some of the Lobos, and one of the things that Lobo misses is it's, the back end is lowered. It has a nice, cool body kit and everything on it, cool wheels and everything. But what it's really missing is that performance. So the ones that we have will have the superchargers, the Whipple superchargers, because that allows us to be 50 state emissions. So that's why we put the Whipples on those. We can sell those in California, and they upgraded interior because those all had that lime stitching interior that just did not look very good. So we fixed that problem. They had a custom black and brown leather interior that would look real similar to what you see in a Roush. But they're not Roush's leather seats. They are a custom one that company made for us. So those are cool. So I did a short on one the other day, so you can check that out. But we're having a lot of fun with that too. Some Lobos, and I think we have like 5 or 10 of those Lobos that are going to be supercharged coming through. And I think our second one we're supposed to be getting anytime now. We might have got one. I don't know. We have, I think, 2 coming out here like in the next day or 2. But we already have a white one on our lot. So pretty cool.
The Whipples will not be gold accented. It's just the Roush.
Yeah. So on the 75th anniversary editions that we do that are going to be supercharged, those will all be Roush superchargers, I believe, from what I understand. So now the ones that on the Super Duty won't be. Those will be Whipples, and they will not have a gold plated. So they will be, because those are a Whipple supercharger for the 7.3 liter Ford Performance supercharger. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, the ones for the Mustangs will be Roush. There are 50 states on the Roush, I think, or on the Mustangs. And then all the F-150s will be, I've been told there'll be Roush superchargers on those. So I guess my point is, if you're wanting one of these, we are only doing 75. We are not making any more. And that is the breakdown of those. So if you're wanting one of those, you better get your name in, call the dealership, numbers in the description, get a hold of the performance department and say, I want one of those special 75th anniversary editions, and tell them Tim sent you. Let me get my commission on those. No. Anyway, so yeah, those will be fun, and looking forward to those. Really surprised we're not doing a Bronco Raptor in there, or a Ranger Raptor for that point. But yeah, F-150, the F-151 that we're doing, the Alpha, is just pretty cool. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right, that's that. Pretty cool stuff. Really excited to celebrate that. To kick that off, our employees, we're having a breakfast Thursday morning here at the dealership for our employees to kick that off.
And then we have the Savannah Bananas dancing umpire coming in to kick it off with the public.
Is that Saturday?
No, that's not for a while.
Oh, that's
like 2 weeks.
That's the 24th. I remember because that's my birthday.
That's right. You were like, oh, I can celebrate my birthday with that.
Which I don't even know what that is. I don't pay attention to the Savannah Banana League or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
But
I pay attention to Savannah Bananas. I want to go to one. I want to take the boys to one, but you can't. The tickets are on the cheaper end. They keep ticket prices
from
down.
What I understand from somebody else is telling me this too, is that they keep the prices down. They will not raise their prices, but you can't get them because they sell out so fast.
Yes.
Because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're invoice pricing. They're just not going to ever raise their prices. Supply and demand. We'll raise our prices. No.
What they are doing is they are trying to expand how many games they play. They are trying to work on that.
I think the reason they're going to be here is they're going to be in Wichita that weekend.
They're going to be in Wichita?
I think so.
Are they playing at Windsurge? Ooh.
I think so. Because I thought I saw something about that they were going to be playing. And that's why he's in this area. So.
They would be playing? It's the middle of winter.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe they're doing an event.
Maybe they're doing an event in Wichita.
Here we go.
They might be.
Savannah Bananas, widely popular baseball phenomenon, arrives at Equity Bank Park in 2026.
Oh, maybe that's what I saw. Yeah, that's what I
saw. May 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Oh, okay. Did that say SEMA?
You have to enter the ticket lottery by October 31st, 2025.
Yeah. Oh, somebody got tickets to that. I think.
So do you know why we love the Windsurge Stadium? Have I told you this?
Yeah.
They have the grass seating. So we pay $10 a ticket. And then we get to sit in the grass, bring in a stroller, and we can sit down and let the boys run. We don't have to sit in seats. We don't have to keep telling them to sit down. We don't have to be anything like that. We can just let them be. Whereas the Royal Stadium doesn't have anything like that. And their playground doesn't have anything over it. And so it gets really hot and they can barely touch it. So even when we went to a game and we went to go play on the playground, we couldn't because it was so hot and everything else cost money. So we prefer a Windsurge, even though they are minor league.
Yeah.
You get a better game.
Yeah.
Honestly, you do. I feel like professional is rehearsed.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
sometimes it does.
You're talking about the professional wrestlers.
No, if you want to see something
my day was called the WWF.
No, if you want to see something that looks rehearsed, watch a Savannah Bananas game because they are doing flips and tricks and whatnot while they're playing baseball. It looks like it's a rehearsed game.
I've seen a couple of things show up in my reel, in my Facebook feed or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
I follow them. I follow them very closely.
Yeah. Anyway. All righty, but yeah, big year this year, and we have, it's going to be a challenge to continue to be number one in the state, and one of the top Roush dealers, and we know that, so we're coming full throttle with some of the things that we have planned this year. We know in the past years we've partnered with NIL athletes. We're discontinuing that partnership with a lot of those athletes, and we're going to focus back in our performance and our luxury stuff. So we'll be promoting that more this year, and so our commercials will be more focused on those. We do some cool custom builds that nobody else does. I mean, there are dealerships that do the street regular cab, hey, drop a supercharger in it, and this and that sleeper F-150, and we can still do that if you'd like, but we found most people, they don't just stop with just a supercharger, because you have a truck, a regular cab, and you put a supercharger in it, it's going to weigh it down, and it's going to be up here like this. You have to lower it down, or else that performance doesn't matter at all. So most of them will want to put a lowering kit on it. At that point, what else do you want to add to it? And we do something that's unique in the sense that we don't just do a sleeper F-150. We do a tribute to the F-150 Lightning, like you guys own, right? And I think we do a good job with that with our custom leather and suede interior that, again, nobody really does.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's some pretty cool stuff because we work with some partners that will do that. I assume again this year we will do, because last year I think we did. I don't know. I actually was going to pull the numbers on that. I think we sold close to 100 of the lightning bolts.
Yeah.
And some of those were Whipples and some were Ford Performance. So not all 101 superchargers that we got went into F-150 Lightnings. Some of those went to Mustangs and some others. And we had a lot of people that wanted Lightning in California. And you can't, the only way you can do that is by putting a Whipple supercharger, because Roush on their F-150 lineup does not go through the certification for all 50 states. So a lot of those are 49 state compatible. So we would make some with Whipple superchargers so we could sell those to California, because we had a lot of people that wanted, those, and we would put those superchargers in those. So
yeah,
allowed them to be able to purchase those. So, but yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with that this year. And yeah. So pretty cool stuff there. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Anything else that you got there? Talked about? Nope.
Not really.
Nothing else. Anyway, yeah, these live streams will probably tend to be a little bit shorter coming up. Keep these to close to this hour and a half at the very most on all these. We're really breaking out our scheduling information and video and everything. That'll be going live just right after this. I actually should have gone live before this, and I got busy and sidetracked, but that'll go live. I'll have that go live right after this. So just stay tuned for that notification as soon as this video is over, and we'll have that go live. And then, with all the other breakout stuff that we do, and then the other stuff that you could find that information on that. And cover that up. No recalls today to cover. So that makes things go a little bit shorter, but other than that, yeah, unless anybody's got any questions, don't have a lot. Again, next week we'll not have a live stream because we are going to be traveling to the Detroit Auto Show. And with that, Ford has invited us to a couple events in the evening. A kickoff event Tuesday night. All I know, it said trailgating is what I heard. So that sounds off-road. So that's right down my alley. So that'll be fun. That's going to be Tuesday night. And then we'll hit the auto show on Wednesday of next week. So be looking for some shorts and stuff from the auto show. We might have one video where we walk through the entire booth for the Ford booth. So that's been pretty popular last years. So we might do that, and but we'll probably cover most of the auto show in one day. We might do some shorts on some other brands and some other models just for fun. So yeah, and then we'll hit the Ford Racing as well. So Ford Racing event will be the 15th, that Thursday night. So we'll be there. We'll be filming. We'll do some stuff. Don't know if we'll have anything go live that night, but we'll definitely put a video together for Friday for you guys to see. And if not, and we'll probably grabbing some shorts throughout that event. Again, I think that's kind of going to be the thing for us, is we have a lot of long form videos on this channel with the complete guide videos that we do and some of the other things that I want to also deliver some of the shorter how-to videos and fun stuff as well that I can explain to you in a couple minutes as well. So you'll find those as shorts on our YouTube channel. Also, if you're following me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll find those videos that I'll upload those to that as well. So, but yeah, so there you go. So, yes. So Mike 52G, is there going to be a special 75th anniversary logo? And there is. It is on our thumbnail. So in fact, I think let me remove this here. I think I might be able to pull it up here and show you guys what that looks like. Let me download that right there. And I can pull that up and show you guys what that looks like for those that are watching this here on YouTube. Image file. And there you go. There's what that looks like. So if so we wanted something 75 years, back in the day, gives you something a little in the older, back then, but yet So there's that what we're using there. So that's our 75 years law McArthur. And typically too, Ford will come by, anybody that's hitting their 75 or 100, they give a special plaque to them. So I'm sure Ford will come by and do that as well. We'll show you guys that, but that is the logo. What'd be really fun is, if you guys are wanting like stickers or something like that, we can put them on our merch site. Right. And we could add that to it. And if you guys are wanting something commemorative like that, or sticker, I'd love to get keychains or something like that. Wouldn't that be kind of cool to get some custom keychains? I don't know. Anyway, but we'll throw that out there. But yeah, so that is kind of cool. But that is what that's going to look like. And yeah, so kind of cool.
Don't screen grab that. If you're going to screen grab anything, screen grab what he's about to put up.
Anyway. But yeah, if you're wanting to see that, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I'll print me a couple. I can send it to you, Douglas. Anyway, but yeah, so there you go. That's that. So kind of resembles the old Ford emblem from the 50s. That was kind of our intent, I think. So anyway, but yeah, so, and don't forget too, so I just appreciate them for doing this, but don't forget 3M or 3W. Sorry, I didn't do that. 3W has sponsored really, in a sense, I don't really say sponsored. In a sense, they're just allowing you guys to have a special offer for their floor mats. And I wouldn't promote it. You guys know that I wouldn't promote it if I didn't believe in it. And I love their floor mats. I have it in the Bronco. Jeff has it in his Mach-E. You can't get it on your C-Max, but anyway, but they have great floor liners that just do not move and conform really well to the vehicle. But there's a QR code to get you 35% off. From the special for the live stream. Normally they only do like 35% off when it's like Black Friday, or they're doing or something like that, or Cyber Monday deal. And so this is a special 35% off for everybody that watches the live stream. So feel free to scan that if you want to and get that. And also, if you're interested in the Wolfbox, like I said, we'll have that video. I might even have mine ready, tomorrow night or something for the install, but we'll do a review on that for Thursday. If you're interested in that, to get a special code on that as well, where you can get a special discount. All that information is actually linked. Wolfbox has both their dual pro and their tri-pro camera system. So if you don't want that front camera, you can get the dual one. It's cheaper, and discounts for those. They have them on Amazon. They get you a special code. Don't forget to scan the code and put the code in to get that extra discount on that. So that's in the description of the video right here. So make sure you have that. But there you go. So all right, thank them. But other than that, I think that's all we got. So Mike 52G, mats are the best. He got some of those. I know Alan got some too. Rob's got them in his vehicle. We got several of our members that have those and really like them. So there you go. And we need to be talking. I said something about the meetup. We need to be talking about when we're going to do the Maverick meetup as well. We'll get you dates on that too coming up. It'll probably be at the end of July like we did last year. So
did you guys like it coinciding with Let's Sled?
Let's Sled. I think it went pretty good, right? And gave people coming in. Something to do that, Friday evening they wanted to.
What we need to do this year is have you go down and join the drag races.
We not have my Mach-E very much longer.
That is right.
Well, actually, it's funny we looked that up because that's the thing is, once you get into lease on an electric vehicle, you're stuck with that vehicle for those 3 years because a vehicle is not worth what's the lease buyout is at this point. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we'll have that for a couple of years. So, but anyway, yeah, that's that. So, all right. I think that's all we have for this episode. So 223 is in the books almost. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And 75 years. So we're ready to celebrate with you. So thanks again for several of you that have purchased from us, supported us as a dealership. So thank you very much. And to those that have that are local that get their vehicle serviced here and everything else. We couldn't do it without you guys, and so appreciate it. And yeah, we'll do what we can to be number one in Kansas again this year. And so yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of fun because you know, I was thinking about this, like the Kansas, that you know, and like you know, it's a friendly competition, but Wichita, right, town of 300,000, but their DMA is 500,000 because of all the out right. Wichita is 300,000 people, but all the other within their DMA is 500,000, and our DMA is 50,000. So that is crazy. 10 times the population of DMA, and we outsold them. We got number one in the state, so we're pretty proud of that. So that's because we think outside the box. We do some things that most dealerships don't do.
Are there multiple Ford dealerships over there too?
There are 2 dealerships.
So that's what you kind of have to think about, that is that they're competing against each other.
Even if you divide that up, it's still 250,000.
Right.
A dealer.
But
it's still right. Still 5 times the population that we have to go from. But we're not number one in the state because we're conquering our 50,000 people. We're getting it. We're not going to tell you how because we don't want them to. We don't want them to figure it out. But
can't replicate what we have here.
We can't replicate what we have here. So, but yeah, we so appreciate you guys because all the people on here, they're not local, right? So thank you guys very much, and yeah.
Most of them aren't local.
Nope. So anyway, thanks guys. Appreciate it. And looking forward to 75th anniversary this year. And so hope you guys enjoy it with us this year. And we'll get some guests on here to celebrate with us this year and to talk about different things and topics. And don't forget, no live stream next week. So come back in a couple of weeks and we'll talk and see what we have in store for you guys. But it'll probably be things that we'll probably talk about the auto show. We'll probably talk about Ford racing. And the change from Ford Performance to Ford Racing will be official. We'll have some fun next live stream. So join us there. Take a week off, and we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. But
all right.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, thanks everybody, and stay positive. Be kind to one another,
and be kind to yourself.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.